Hey, 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 what's going on, good people? What is going on? I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey, guys, let me tell you something. Okay, let me just say, okay, welcome to another episode of Mindset Talks. But wait, because you see, I'm excited. I'm excited already because look who we got. Look who we got up in the building. We got the one and only Arsenio. I was about to say, not Hall, not Hall. Let's give it up.
No.
Give it up.
AKA.
That's right. And you know, yeah, that's right. AKA bottle. Come on.
That's an abbreviation too. That's a shortcut.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. And then we have, Michael L. Parks, aka Pops, in the building. So shoot, Pops brought it up. Okay, Arsenio. See, I don't even call you that because I was about to say bottle.
It don't even sound right.
It don't even sound right, right? So for people, okay, let's go back. How did we meet? How do we know each other? Bottle.
So we met. So I am Arsenio, aka Bottle Papa, shortened to simply Bottle. We met in Eric Thomas community, Breathe University.
That's right.
Yeah, personal development. One person looking to be personally developed, and another person joined the same community and clicked. End up building a connection.
That's it. On the accountability call. I guess, let me see, this 2021, but 2018?
Or sooner or early. 2018. 2018, yeah.
Okay, 2018. Yep. So shoes, we've been knowing each other for a minute. Met I haven't met your son, the oldest son.
You met Jamar? She met Jamar? Oh no. You haven't met our oldest.
Yep.
Because when they came here, we just had the little kid.
Yeah, we gotta let you meet him.
You gotta meet him. Yeah, he's a wonderful young man. I've read all about him, right? And so and I've read all about him. So met the family, they've met our family. And so because we are family. Right. And so let's
feel privileged because most of the people I didn't watch the Mindset Talks, and most of the people haven't met y'all in person. So I feel privileged.
That's right. That's right. Most people have not. Most people have not.
Most of them met you either, so we all privileged.
Come on, come on. So let's get the people like, why do we call you Bottle Papa?
So, man, it was 20.
It had to be 18. Yep.
Yeah, because the babies, they were babies. They were
babies. They was babies. We had the small bottle. So on the in Breathe University on the accountability calls, which is 5 a.m. our time. I would be in my red robe. I should have had the red robe.
No, let's clarify that. My red robe.
Right. Veronica's red robe, because her robe is more comfortable. So I would be in Veronica's red robe, and with my camera on, I would have the camera propped up, and I'd be washing out the baby's bottles. And the host at the time said, "Arsenio, what are you doing?" And it would be every day on the car. I would never wash them at night. Every morning when I get up in the morning, I would take the load off of my wife's shoulders because she would, you know what I'm saying? But I would step in the morning because what else I'm doing? I'm just on the call. Huh?
That's right.
I was just washing the bottles.
That's it.
That's what it was.
That's it. Get brownie points.
I was just washing the bottles. I was just washing the bottles.
Yeah.
And they said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just cleaning these baby bottles for my babies." And they said, "You popping over there, popping bottles?"
Popping bottles. That's it.
Man. Every morning.
And he was Bottle Papa. And
Bottle
then
Papa.
It just, you know how we shorten everything.
Yeah, our people shorten everything. Bottle. That's it.
Bottle. Listen, but it's so like everybody know, like even E.T., right? Even Eric Thomas himself knows him as Bottle.
That's Bottle. That's on the call Sunday. You like Bottle? You there? Crazy.
Oh, but it started on the accountability call. So when you say Bottle, I'll tell you how crazy my hairdresser. Shout out to Jerry. Okay, Jerry Northington, my hairdresser.
Oh, Jerry
with the magic hands. Come on, Jerry. Come on, she on Mindset Talks. Jerry with the magic hands. Now I got to tell her to make sure she sees it. So a lot of times I'd be in the chair, and I would go on Mindset family on Marco Polo talking to my family, and Jerry, I let him, hey, y'all, this is Jerry. So Jerry just joined Breathe University. October? What was that?
Yep, a month ago. Almost 2 months ago.
Yeah. We were in Atlanta. Jerry came. That's influence too. Came to the conference, 120 conference. because she's been hearing me talk about this community because I talk about it all the time. So she came to the conference, ended up joining BU. But when she met, I said, "Yo, this Jerry, whatever." And Bottle said, "I'm Arsenio." She was like, "Bottle?" Like, Bottle?
That's crazy.
So
Arsenio,
Bottle, yeah, because she was like, "I don't know Arsenio. Bottle? I mean, you Bottle?" But
crazy.
that's influence. That's so much. Like we can dig into that right there. That's a lot. And so
I don't know how much time you got because that is a lot.
That is a lot. That's deep right there. Then my hairdresser knows you as Bob. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about I'm just gonna be frank. Like, why did y'all decide to do this program?
Go ahead.
We needed it.
All right, end the video. All right, out.
No, right.
Look, it's needed. You know, it was tried so many things, and we just like, look, Rowe family, she ain't gonna steer us wrong. I think I came to him like, I just want to do Rowe program. He said, "You want to do it? Do it."
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yes, so we did try a couple of other programs, and we got success on the other programs, but they weren't sustainable. It wasn't sustained success. And so, Coach Rowe, how do we have somebody that we call family who has a program
and we're not supporting?
And not only are we not supporting, but we're not applying what she teaches, right? We're seeing people get results, people not using medication anymore from doing this program. Now, neither of us are on medication, never was, but how do we not plug into this program? So when she said she wanted to do it, I said, okay, it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
The crazy part is it was supposed to be just for her.
Right.
She was supposed to be doing the program, but because I love my wife, I support her in all the things that she does. I decided to join the program as well.
This one here.
No, it's the truth.
You working it. You already been married to her, okay? So you good, man.
Yeah, I'm married to her now, but I'm looking to have the longevity that you guys have.
Pops, he trying to get there. He trying to be alone on the couch.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Bottle.
Yes,
it is in the wintertime. It's get kind of cold.
It's getting cold.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't know how many times, but I often, and Bottle can attest to this, I often tell Bottle how much of a great husband and father he is. Don't I tell you that, Bottle?
All the time.
All the time. I said, man, I'm so proud of you. You're like he's like a little brother to me. I said, I'm so proud of you. You're a great husband and a great father because let's be honest. I mean, a lot of times we got to do stuff we don't really feel like doing, you know, but I'll tell you, he does it. Why? Because I
love my wife.
Okay. That's like his mantra. Because I love my wife, you know, and so and I respect that he can be transparent, you know, in the community that we're in, because, you know, we got our own little, you know, private community.
Right.
And he shares that with us. And I appreciate it. And I said, I appreciate you for, you know, being transparent. I tell him all the time, just to encourage him, like, you know, we see you out here. You know, we see you. And we try to represent from the female side too, be like, Bottle, don't do that.
But like you said, that's a blessing too, though, just to have that sounding board, have a community of people to go to. Yeah. And I'm about to make this decision, have somebody to say, this is what I'm about to do. And somebody say, it's not a good idea.
That's crazy.
How many times?
I remember when you said, I do not have nobody to talk to.
Used to. There was, but God.
Yeah. Isn't that something? See how God provided that? And so we
men and women now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talk about that, how blessed we are to have each other in that capacity. But even with that, you all said, how can you not, you know, have somebody in the family that has a program and not support? And I'm glad you came on to say, not just a program, but a program works.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not just supporting because it's family, but it's a program that works, that you have seen, you know, results. you know, from with your own eyes. And Bottle's been there he's seen it since the very beginning, you know.
How long have you been listening to those testimonies, Bottle? How long?
Oh man,
forever.
Since the beginning.
We saw the beginning ones.
Since the beginning, it started to sting like these strangers these strangers getting results. You know?
Yeah.
I think what did it for me was Rod though.
Rod James,
yeah.
Rod.
That was it. I think they changed. Probably they probably had the most influence because just them alone, I lost count. But I remember it was a time where I literally can track at least 25 people back to them. Literally,
wow,
at least 25. And so I've lost count because those people have referred people, and that, you know what I mean. But I could literally track at least 25 people just to them alone. That because of them, you know, this person and that person, you know what I mean? And so lives have been changed. And so we don't even track it anymore. We used to, but it's gotten so big, you lose track because you don't know who. Now I'm finding out after the fact, you know.
Right.
Somebody will say, the so-and-so, I mean, oh yeah, they graduated. Oh, that was my so-and-so. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. You know, people come in and because there's so many now that we used to ask, like, who referred you? Like who? And but it's too many. And so you don't know who referred.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We've gotten people to come, you know, this Bottle that they heard somebody talk about it in the neighborhood. And they joined the program, but they never told the person that they heard them talk. but they overheard it and came and joined.
Yeah, I seen this coming from day one.
Yeah,
I seen this coming.
I will say that Bottle made the prediction. I will say that
Prophet Bottle
from the very beginning. Bottle said, "This about to be out of control. Like this about to be bigger than you ever thought it could be. This about, I mean, I forgot the exact words, but I think it was kind of like out of control. This about to, you know, take off, and it has, you know, and I'm so grateful to you guys for taking a chance, you know, because we are family, whatever. But let's be honest, you know, it was not because we're family, it's because we're family, and it worked, you know. And so but sometimes family are the hardest people. That's the hardest nut to crack sometimes.
Oh, trust me, we know.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't you start nothing on here.
A prophet has no reputation in his own country.
That's it.
There go that P.
That's it. No, but it's so true. I mean, we say it all the time. Here we are. You know, I'm from Texas. He's from, you know, Illinois. What, you know, y'all know from y'all hometown, and it's like trying to get the people who, you know, and who you love the most to try to, you know, or people you grew up with or whatever. And I'm just Rochelle, you know, little baby of the family. Like, what do I know? You know, what do I know? I mean, I'm, you know, helping country. We've gone international now. You know, Nigeria, Germany,
congratulations,
Canada. You see, but you try to get people who grew up with you to see, and they like, no, I'm still go long. I'm still about to throw this past. You know, that's all they remember me by. You know, I'm playing baseball, football in the street, and I guess
I'm climbing trees.
Okay,
trying to catch birds.
Trees, you know, and so it saddens me. It saddens me because you want to help everybody, but you realize that you can't. You know, you realize you can't. So so kudos to you guys. So if you all can speak to, I guess, where you were before, and then what happened as a result of the program. Like what were your results after the program? Because y'all you did 45 or 90?
90.
Because y'all, that's right, you went back to back. That's right.
Yeah.
So can you tell me if you remember where you were before the program, Ronnie?
362.
I wasn't talking about the weight, but okay, come on.
So everything, like, so before the program, my mental, all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm still at a place like that to where it's all about a decision. I think I remember talking to Arsenio about this, like, during the program, though, because of where I was in the beginning, I started learning different things about me because of the program.
Mm.
That I was an emotional eater,
Mm.
anxiety, those kind of things would lead me to eating.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started crazy part is I love cheese. And I just told Arsenio this recently. So I've started buying the vegan cheese because I told him, man, we started eating that other cheese. And now I've noticed how my body feels when I eat it. So just
Mm-hmm.
different things, like just noticing. I think the biggest thing was noticing how different things affect me in different ways. And when you caught up in those habits, you don't realize those things. In those 90 days, because of what I want and having coaches like you guys, I was able to actually pay attention to different things. Like sugar, I swear it's like this dude right here, even after the program, we can eat bad and his sugar still be like like 60, 70. I was like, bro, how? And I remember the reference he would be what was the reference you just made when Ro used to say it about how your body.
Everybody is different and everybody's different.
No, he was.
You give your body what it needs to
Needs to
thrive.
thrive, it will.
I mean, she got a whole bunch of them. It'll
Yeah,
come
she
to
got
you.
a lot of them. So
Which one? Which
Got a
one?
lot of roisms.
but he don't know how your body was in fat burning stage. He was explaining to me what Ro was trying to teach us as far as when your body is in the fat burning stage and how when you have a cheat meal, like when she would say, okay, you guys, y'all can have a little extra this day, and how if you stay on the program and do what you're supposed to do the majority of the time, then you can keep yourself going. So just little stuff like that, because we tried, like he said, we tried other things before and we've succeeded, but it was about just losing the weight. It wasn't about the overall, and this gave me an overall perspective of what it takes to actually lose, keep, and maintain it, and what was really good for my body and how my body was processing different things.
Right.
So my mental state has changed because of that. Of course, we lost weight as a benefit, and then just seeing the people in the group, man, those older ladies kicking our butts on the treadmill, on the bikes. I'm like, this lady just said she just did 4 miles off just a YouTube video. And I'm like, what the heck is going on around here? But it was very encouraging because it's like, man, these people are really doing it and they really changing their lives.
Yeah. Come on, Bottle.
She ready for you to jump in, man. Go ahead, Bottle. You got something.
So what I learned about myself on the SAS program is I have the control. Like, so you remember I said it wasn't for me. In my mind, I was good. It was just for my wife, and because my body, I noticed I can do certain things and my body would respond to it, but I didn't know how much control I had over how my body responds, right? And everything that you put in your mouth, how much control it has, it dictates who you are, how you are, and what you become, like in all areas, not just health-wise, really.
Yeah.
Focus, attention span, patience. With 9 children, we have to have an abundance of patience and energy and stamina.
Yeah.
And you don't know that the stuff that you put in your body is working against you. But you learn all of that stuff in the SAS program. My favorite part, and I know you didn't ask this, but I just felt led to share it, was the community and the role that accountability played in it. Because again, I'm very disciplined. I can be structured if I needed to be, but I'm highly disciplined. Once I make a decision, I can make a decision. However, it's those times where you all alone and there's an option to do what you're not supposed to do, and there's no consequences for doing that thing you're supposed to do. It's so much easier to make that bad decision. But when you have to report your numbers in the morning, and the meter gonna tell on you, right?
Roly, like, so what did you have?
Right.
Pops is
really Pops.
like,
It's really pops. Like,
That first couple of times.
No, this is what
Pop,
pops do. Pops don't even say no. He'll just put that here, copy and paste and say, your fasting glucose should be between.
I guess I need to reiterate this one good time.
It's
Like,
still that fasting glucose number. Yeah, but it's the control. It's the control that you have. Like, you have the power. Seriously,
really
you
do.
control everything. Right? You control the output because you control the input.
That's it. And that's key, because all the time what I was like, okay, I get it. Like, people really aren't connecting the dots, you know, and how they feel every day has everything to do with what they put inside of their bodies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, once you know that, I guess it's one thing to know, but when you actually experience it, when you see your body respond, I mean, like when you look at that glucose meter after you like, ooh, oh, okay, you know, versus when you're eating on plan and you're like, oh, okay, and you be like, I'm just gonna taste a little bit of. People be like, that's all I had, 2 bites of this, you know?
Yeah. But that's how much it affects you, though.
That's how much. That's how much. Them babies trying to come in, boy. Y'all come on now.
That ain't even a baby. That's a
That's
big one.
That's the big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Home from college and don't know how to act.
See, come on now. That's a praise report, though. Home from college.
Amen.
Come on.
It is.
We'll celebrate that. So I didn't even think of it like this, but you said with 9 kids, you got to have patience, right? Absolutely. And so imagine how many people are walking around every day, not even with 9. I'm talking, if you got one, you
1 or
need
2.
Okay, 1 or 2. But eating trash, I'm going to call it trash because that's the word I like to use, eating trash and just short on patience. That's the
equivalent. They're eating their way to the stress of 9.
Come on. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even put it like that, but they don't even know it. They don't even know why. They're blaming, they're putting it all on the child, right? Putting it all on the child, thinking you stressing me out. You stressing me out. But you don't, but I tell people, like, you need the proper nutrients to even handle stress the way you're supposed to.
This is the real crazy part, Coach Rowe. The stuff that they put in their body, they give them to the kids. The McDonald's is causing the kids to have reactions that's causing the parents to have reactions.
There you go.
It's a never-ending cycle.
It's a never-ending cycle. Like, they in the rat race. So you giving the child the stuff, the child, you know, acting up, and then you do the same thing, and then you reacting adversely. You can't win.
We got to stop. They're gonna think this is hocus pocus. They're not gonna believe it. They're gonna.
No, I'm so serious though. I'm so serious, and so I tell people when you give your bodies the proper nutrients, like that thing that you consider a mountain becomes a molehill. Like you don't even stress out over it like that.
It's so crazy. The twins be like, I don't want no vegetables today.
But that's programming.
But that's how. I mean.
Sugar would do that to you.
Yeah.
But you don't say to your car, I'm not gonna put gas in you today. I'm gonna put soda in you today. The car needs gas, so you put gas in it. The body needs nutrients, you know. So we got to put the nutrients in. Now, granted, it all breaks down to sugar, but it's all about the type of sugar you put in and how much. Yeah. So we got to have a different perspective. And the thing is, it's like I'm changing, and you know, probably since y'all been in the program. I'm changing. My softer side is coming up, you know.
No,
so what you saying is
you are because they're softer.
What you saying is the new enrollees, they got it good. They got it good.
I don't know about that, bottle, because it's the same. It's the same. Oh, it's the same thing, man. I promise.
I don't know why I'm the bad cop. Rochelle, they think she the good cop. She walk on water, and I'm the bad cop. I don't even know how.
It has to have a balance. Both of y'all can't be bad. Both of y'all can't be good.
Wu-Tang. What's that? Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang. You gotta have a balance, baby.
Someone told me, okay, shout out to Patrick Pete actually told me this. He said, Ro, you and E are the only 2 people I know where y'all can dig into somebody's butt and they love you still. He said, but if I dig in somebody's butt, they want to curse me out. He said,
that's a gift. And you tapping into it though.
He said,
Yeah.
"You don't."
So I ain't got that gift. So Ronnie, so all this time, I thought you loved me.
I do, but I loved you for that because, hey, let's be frank, we was screwing up. It is what it is. I remember seeing his groups, and I'd be like, y'all don't get cursed out like us.
That's because we was like a well-oiled machine. We was like a well-oiled boy. We was in that boy. If one of us have, like, if somebody have a small plate, like, you know how they be zooming in on the little portions like that. Come on, man. Like, I would say something.
They would have said something in our group. Don't let Ro go live or post something in their group. And I'd be like, I'm waiting because I ain't got that over here.
Yeah, we was preemptive. You know what I'm saying? You know.
They were. They covered down on one another, Bottles group, because that's what it was.
Bottle was the leader. You was the de facto leader of that group.
That's right.
He was holding it down, Bottle.
He was. Because he had Mac, he had Melvin, and
he had the other guy. Who was the guy who was I forget his name. That he was.
I forget. But he had a good group. No, but it was good. So let's talk about that for a second, though. Let's talk about that. Like, what was your expectation coming in, Ronnie? I'm gonna talk because Bottle hears me talk about this stuff almost every day. But I'm gonna ask Ronnie, what was your expectation coming in, and then what was it after you were in it? Like what is it?
Coming in, and being transparent. Coming in, I expected y'all to be as hard as you was.
Okay.
I expected to, not knowing who was going to come from, but I expected to have text messages like I was getting from Tuka. Who was going to come from? I don't know. I expected for people to be looking for my numbers. I know how you guys operate, so I expected what I got.
Did you expect to see the results that you end up getting?
No. Yes and no. Yes and no. As far as the second leg, I felt like it was like a little leniency. I'm like, they ain't on me like they was.
But that's probably because you was doing better.
Place. No, but I wasn't like I was, but then I fell off. It was like I need them back in my butt. Mm-hmm. I was like, so but is I don't know. I'm like, okay, I think gave me a little leeway.
So we got soft on you, basically. You
got soft on me, and I needed you to stay hard on
everybody that's on their second 45-day plan. This is why. this is why they about to double down on.
They about to get on y'all because
we see.
But I did not. Again, going back to, I expected to lose the weight. Mm-hmm. But I didn't expect to learn as much as I learned about myself.
That's good.
I expected to see results, but man, I ain't expect to see people off blood pressure medicine in 2 weeks. They ain't got to do this and they ain't got to do that in 2-3 weeks because I have people in my family that's suffering with stuff like that. The doctors have you believing that it's going to take a long time for this.
Yeah.
You have
or never.
You don't see those kind of results in your everyday life.
Yeah.
So seeing people actually do this and it was for real, I was like, I told my sister, like, you need to get on Coach Bro program, but I need you to make sure you commit to doing some kind of workouts because it's required. And me and Arsenio even talked. I'm like, if she could commit to that, like, can we pay for her? But I haven't got that commitment. I hope she sees this and she is willing to commit because she needs it. She's still 50 young and she got a whole life. She got grandbabies that she wants to kick it with. I honestly feel like
it's best that she commit and she pay for herself. I love you, sis. You're gonna see this one day. But I think that you'll appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Once you got some skin in the game. It's almost human to not you're gonna take for granted things that come easy.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so when you save or whatever you got to do to be able to afford the program, and it's not even crazy numbers. The program is extremely. What would it cost? What would you pay to save your life?
She told me for her lances, for the medication that she.
It's probably more outside of this program.
Yeah.
Right. So now once you lose the necessity for all of those things, this program is saving you health, your life, and your pockets.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
A lot of people don't look at it that way.
I was so excited with the program. Like I started thinking about everybody, like who got high blood pressure? Who got diabetes? Even sitting here now, I'm like, man, Arsenio's father might benefit from it.
Yeah.
You know, and he works out, but he needs to know the proper way to get off the high blood pressure.
That's because it's bigger than work. It's bigger than working out.
And that's all that's all we're taught. That's why I mean by I knew we could lose the weight because we taught how to lose the weight and we're taught how to, I guess, lose it temporarily.
That's it.
But unless you're taught the other things that come with it, then that's the only way that we can maintain it. And that was the struggle. That's the struggle for us, maintaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because people focus on losing weight and they're not focusing on
the lifestyle.
Come on,
their body what it
boy,
needs.
you sound like you've been hanging around somebody.
I graduated from the SAS program
That's
and I took copious notes while I was a student, while I was enrolled.
But that's
I know this, y'all.
Sugar and sweet is not just a phase of life; it's a way of life.
It's
a way of life. Yeah. And I know this is y'all program, but I don't want to. If I overtalk, just let me know. Just stop me and say, "Hey."
No, we love hearing you talk. You're a man. Absolutely. You're a man of wisdom.
That's
so
right.
I want to share. I want to answer the question. I know you asked her specifically, but I did want to answer it. Like I didn't expect much coming into the program, and I've seen people get results, but the most blaring results was people getting off of diabetes medication, blood pressure, all of these different medications, and I didn't suffer from any of those things. So I honestly, genuinely joined SAS to support my wife because I know the person I'm married to. Like if she's in, so I didn't know that we was gonna be split up though. So I figured if she was in the program and I joined the program, I would know what was required and I could hold her accountable. Totally different results from what actually happened. They split you up, right? They split you up, put you on two different groups, which actually allow for me to thrive better. And I don't even know if I personally don't think that me being in the same group with my wife would have benefited my wife.
No,
I think it was because of she's able to see the older ladies doing what they were doing. It would encourage her to do. She can do more those type, but she see me every day. Right? I'm already Superman to her, so me being Superman in the program wasn't going to get her the results that she needed. I am Superman to you right back. I just want to make sure.
I am Superman.
So my expectations wasn't high, but when I got into the program, the value it was easy to exceed my expectations because they weren't high from the beginning. They definitely did.
Yeah, that's we running late. Did you check your sugar?
Check your because you can't eat. That's the easiest way to get off program without checking it first thing in the morning. Now you don't have nothing to gauge off of. Now you outside and you end up eating something that's off program, and now your numbers are all skewed. We don't have anything to map or anything to track it back to. So
that's it.
The other day, Zion asked, "What's your sugar?"
Oh yeah, he asked me, "Daddy, what's your sugar?" Yeah, Zion.
They had us around here checking their sugar too, but this is how much we take for. This is how us as parents take for granted how much our children pay attention to, and how much they do, how much they mimic the stuff that we do.
That's right.
Because when we were checking, even Trey,
who's 3 years old,
he wants his sugar taken. The whole house. One day, everybody, can you prick my finger? Can you prick my? I'm like, what?
Imagine the world.
You know how much glasses cost, boy?
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was like, that hurt. When it comes to needles,
the kids
I'm
weren't
like,
tripping.
That stuff hurt. I'm like, Trey, it's gonna hurt your little finger. He ready. He like this. They not flinching. I tell her sitting there like they make me look bad. Like me and Amara, we like this, but everybody else like here, you know.
Oh, that's another thing. You was afraid. You was afraid of the poking every single day. But you got used to it.
That's something I did not tell you guys, and I really didn't get used to it. So a lot of times, if I didn't put my numbers in, it was because I was just like, oh my God, my fingers.
That's
like,
good.
I don't want to prick myself. I don't want to do this. Like I have this thing with needles. I would go to the doctor, and if certain person out there to draw this blood, I'm like in my head, I know I got to get it done, so I do it. But in my head, I'm in that room and I'm looking at my arm, and I have to tell them, like, look, you need to come over here, and we need to do this, and we need to do that, and please only try just the one time.
Oh, you was traumatized.
You know? So that's how I am. So pricking myself every day, which again, I told her, Cindy, like, I don't never want to be a diabetic because I couldn't do this. I told my sister, like, how do you do this every day?
So what would you tell a person that might be afraid, that need to be in this program, that might be afraid like you were afraid? What advice would you give them?
As far as the needles and stuff like that?
Right, because you're going to have to prick yourself every day.
Then you need this program. Because if you don't have this program and you end up having diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever it is, you're going to get a lot more of this. You're going to have to do a lot of more pricking. So it's either take care of what you got to do now, what you can control now, or you deal with this for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the small discomfort
it's just
of
that
prick to get your numbers.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, we could obviously live there for a long time. We don't have to do that a long time, but the reality is, this is something that I've never seen. You know, I've never seen anybody talk about checking blood sugars when you're not diabetic. I've never heard anybody doing that, but it makes so much sense. And I'm not trying to paint myself like a genius or Rochelle like a genius. It's just when you think about it, it's like we have speedometers on cars that tell us how fast the car is going, so we won't get caught by the popo, right?
Right.
Who wants to drive around and not know how fast they're going? You be getting a ticket every day.
Especially
great analogy.
But in this, you driving around with your body and you watching your sugar every day, and you making sure you don't get a ticket from the popo, from the sugar police. It's the same thing. You know, so why wouldn't you? I mean, you don't have to be diabetic. Like, you know, a lot of people come in and they say, well, I'm not diabetic, so do I still need to check my blood sugar?
Yeah.
And so I just think that
was me.
That was you?
I gotta prick I'm not diabetic. Is it just for the diabetics?
We could have been pre-diabetic and didn't even know it.
That's
I had just literally I had just got results back from the doctor for my annual.
They test you for diabetes.
Yeah, right.
What was your A1C?
I think it was like, I had to look like 5.3 or something.
That's good.
So I've never, but to his point, to y'all point, little stuff that we don't think about. Like, I remember telling him, like, man, I ain't asked you to rub my feet. My feet wasn't hurting like they used to. They wasn't swelling throughout the day like it's little stuff like that that I started noticing.
Yeah.
And I literally told him, like, baby, I ain't asked you.
Yeah, but that ain't little. That's a precursor to some worse stuff.
Something. It could be, but for me, that was my thing that I noticed. Like,
that's
no,
good.
I don't have no high blood pressure to measure. No, I didn't have diabetes or any of that to measure. But that's one thing that I noticed. Like, my legs not swelling like it used to.
Yeah.
You know, and then now, like I said, we ate that cheese, and I was like, okay, now, because we were not eating it for so long.
Yeah.
And I went back to, I could feel the bloating. I could feel just feeling like I just need to just get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it just felt bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. So now I like diet cheese. Like, my mother-in-law, even the other day, my mother was like, girl, all these got some vegan cheese, and I really like it. It melts, it's so good. You know, so it's changing it for the family. Like, you start doing little stuff like that, and they start catching on.
Yeah. That's great, because I say this all the time. People don't realize how bad they feel until they start feeling better, you know. And so people walking around eating cheese, dairy cheese, and being bloated and feeling, you know, and just dealing with it, you know,
mucus,
all of that, allergies, eczema, all of that dairy, and just dealing with it, not knowing there could be a different way. Like you don't have to feel this way. Like you don't have to feel bloated. You know, your hands don't have to be swollen, your fingers, your feet, your ankles, your knees. And so people walk around swollen every day and don't know it. That's just excess sodium. So it's water retention, you know, all these things. Your feet were hurting. That's just inflammation. We just removed some sugar. So no, you're not diabetic or whatever, but still was retaining water. So you could have been taking in a lot of processed foods or a lot of sodium. So say all these things that happen. I mean, I've known people to they said my shoes too big now because they were so used to buying shoes on
to fit fatter feet.
That's
Swollen feet. That's what we
swollen
got.
feet. Yeah.
Swollen feet.
And so now you're eating clean, no more water retention. Your feet aren't swollen. Now the shoes are too big. So I've had people tell me my shoes are too big, or now I can put my rings on. I couldn't wear my ring. You see,
I took my ring off in 10 years, right?
Yeah, either it's stuck or I can't get it on. You know, and so I mean, just so many like stuff that people did, like Ronnie said, the little things that you can't figure it out. You know, I get out of the bed and my feet don't hurt anymore. I mean, this is stuff people tell me, like, like, you know, my hands. Like somebody, we did an interview with someone. She was saying she had osteoarthritis in her fingers, first joint of her fingers, and like she said, you grab her hand, like she said, it would take her down to her knees. It would hurt so bad. You know, that's just inflammation. That's all that is. And now she's taking it, nothing, gone. I think she said in 3 days. In 3 days, she said it was gone. In 3 days of the program that was gone. Can you imagine?
The human body is amazing, though. Like it learns to live, and all this wear and tear we put on it, it learns still to survive. Like I'm gonna give you a little tingle and pain, but you still can use your hands until you can't
use it.
Use your hand. The human body is amazing.
And so to that point, Bob, just think that when a person really does break down, or a person really does get,
how much did you put it through?
You're right.
Yep.
Right. How much did they like?
I mean, he said enough is enough. That's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more.
Can't stand no more.
You know what? I'm out. Right.
Think about that. Think about like your body fought as long as it could. It fought as long as it could, and
you ignored all the red flags.
Feet all the red flags.
Oh, that's normal. That's hereditary. My grandma's feet was swelling up too. Headaches, migraines,
all of this. I tell people, please.
Oh yeah, that is another one.
Headaches are not normal.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Yeah,
you used to get migraine headaches.
Oh yeah, yes.
Really?
Yep.
She used to get migraine headaches so much. Her telling me about her migraine headaches would give me a headache. I'm just saying that's how often she got headaches.
Fatigue. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Now let me talk about that. So I did have anemia. So I suffer with anemia. So now this was, I would say, was the best for me. Some days it's really bad and I can't wake up. I can't get out the bed, especially after Mother Nature has hit. It's like I'm just completely drained. I'm trying to work. I need to take a nap. I just got to lay it. You know, that's how it was. Falling asleep at the computer. And I did not experience that on SAS. I did not experience that. It was, I mean, we created whole routines. So I was getting up at 5 o'clock now, you know, so, and I was able to thrive throughout the day. Arsenio still need a man nap here and there, but you know, he's Arsenio. He's Superman. Me, I was just like, I remember like, hey, how do you do this? Like, how you get up at 4 o'clock and then you thriving all day? I couldn't do that until SAS. I was not able to just function. I was, you know, of course, some days is better than others. There's a lot of times, especially after Mother Nature or just period. And I was always conditioned to, I knew I needed my greens. I knew when I felt like that, I needed to get some spinach and some kale and all that, add some more in my system. I've always been a water drinker, so that wasn't a big deal. But now I'm looking for red meat because I need all this fiber. I need all this iron. The pills ain't working. And I did not take one pill during SAS.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. That right there. That's worth thousands right there.
Yeah, I think that was huge for me, for real.
I remember you saying you were anemic. I remember that.
Man, it was rough. He was, baby, come on, get the kids' clothes. I'm like, I can't, I'm tired. Like, and of course, all he knowing is we got to move. We need to move around, but he not understanding what I'm experiencing at that time.
I do have a
So,
confession
it's
though.
hard.
I have a confession. So that was just pure wheel drive and mindset when I was doing it before. Like, and I'm sure a lot of men can relate that will listen to this. When you in a position to where what you do matters to so many people, you just gonna do it, right? Regardless of how you feel. There's a lot of days where I was tired, exhausted, knees aching. Oh yeah, knee pain gone. That was in the first week.
Oh yeah,
Knee pain. My knees used to be, but that's because I put so much wear and tear on my body, just going. But when I started putting the proper fuel, the 93 octane, into the engine, it was effortless. Like I would have to push, like I had to get out the car and push a lot of the days. My body was the car. I would have to get out of the car and push it to keep going. Then I walked through the door like I was, I made it here effortlessly. I made it home with no problems. But I was using the corn fuel. It wasn't even 87 because I wasn't eating. It wasn't even 87 because I wasn't eating. My old habit was get up, go to work, do whatever I got to do. Don't eat because I was just blacking out. I was fasting, but not healthily. A lot of days just not eating. Then coming home and then I eat something heavy at night and then do it all over again the next day. And it was pure will and drive, and that just wasn't bad. It wasn't a good lifestyle. But once I learned what I learned from SAS, I'm able to do it effortlessly now.
That's good stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. Isn't that something that when you give your body what it needs to
thrive, it will.
Man, that's a simple concept, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. But
let me say it. That's a simple, because if you say it, you're gonna be like you're trying to make yourself sound like a genius. But that's a simple concept. That's a simple concept, ain't it? When you give your body what it needs to thrive, it will.
It will. Period.
It does, though, Ro.
Feel good. Man, I'm just come through. I'm excited because I don't even know. I try to find a different way to say stuff. I'm like, how can I say it differently for people to get it?
Ain't no way.
Like, how do I
get it or we not?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always looking. That's where all these little sayings come from. When you give your body what it needs to thrive and will, you can't have changes without changing. There is no finish line on the road to optimal health. I mean, it's not the
don't be upset over the results you didn't get from the work
you didn't do. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
You see? That's it.
That's
man.
not for me.
That's for you, yeah. Because they be mad now. They be mad. I did this. I'm like, but you've been doing this for years. You did good one day, and you were.
That's huge. That's huge, though, Ro, because that's true. We want it all to be microwavable, and we forget it. This didn't happen overnight either. Like this happened.
Right.
That's right. Say that again, Ronnie.
We, as in me, I'm talking to myself. You get discouraged. Oh, it ain't moving, and they ain't doing this, and they ain't doing that. But I didn't gain 200 pounds in one night. No, this is years of not doing what I was supposed to be doing. So it's going to take time to reverse it. Now, granted, can it happen sooner than that? Yeah, but after that is all done, said and over with, you have to maintain it, which is still it's a lifestyle. It's a lifetime. So, I mean, that's why I said what Pops just said. That's speaking to me because we get upset and be like, oh, it's not working. But I remember Pops used to be like, did you check all the boxes, though? Did you check all the boxes? How you get all that from the check all the boxes?
It's a different conversation. It's a different conversation. When you check all the boxes, it's a different conversation. But you got that one little box.
Wait. I remember that one day you said, now, if you checked all the boxes, then we need to talk. We need to have a talk because we need to figure out what's happening here. Hey, it is what it is. You check all the boxes.
I love y'all.
Listen,
did I tell y'all I love y'all enough?
We love you too, Pops. For real.
He said, not you telling me you didn't check all the boxes and things really then we really probably need to talk to the doctor because maybe it's something wrong with your body. Maybe there's something wrong.
Maybe we need to reevaluate this.
But you checked all the boxes, so that's why I was like saying when you check all the boxes, we gotta talk to the doctor.
I agree.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so more times than not, so people say, "Did you check all the boxes?" That's why. Look, Bottle, you ain't heard this one. I think I started this after you left. After y'all left, I said, and I'm not talking about checking them basically for the most part or pretty much. I said because a whole lot happens in pretty much.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, pretty much. I pretty much did it.
You know, tell me that when you check what basically, well, no, that ain't checking all the boxes. Not pretty much, and not for the most
too much
part.
wiggle room.
Yeah,
too much.
Okay. I did that, but I had a piece of
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much.
I did everything except that means you did not check all the boxes. That's yes or no. Well, I pretty much I did everything, but I just didn't. Then that's no.
I just heard a butt.
Yeah,
right.
You know?
I heard a butt.
So that's it, man. That is it. I'm excited. So, Bottle, okay, you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask you this anyway, even though I don't know. We'll see. So, seeing Coach Rowe in other venues and then being coached by Coach Rowe, was it any different?
Not for me. I don't think so because I'm a student. Period. Like even if you're not my coach and I see you and your glow, I'm paying attention anyway because I'm always looking to develop myself. But yeah, you are the same though. You're still the same.
I was gonna answer that too. Even he spends a lot more time with you than I do, but I've spent time with you and I know that Rowe is still the same.
Yeah, you're still the same.
Regardless of the aspect. I'm thinking about when we did our retreat. Rowe is still the same. Regardless, in our women's prayer group, Rowe is still the same. Regardless, is always has been centered around faith and health. So, with you, that's what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you wrong, you wrong. If you right, you right.
But you know why that is, though, because how you do anything is how you do everything. That's why it is. You know, you're the same.
You could have dropped the mic with that one, right?
I forgot about that one. Yeah. So shout out to Ronnie. Well, let me see. Shout out to Bottle for blessing his wife on her birthday. And what was that? 2019? 2019.
Yeah, December of my birthday because the retreat
was January. Yeah,
before the pandemic.
So so we had a retreat. I had a retreat in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And Ronnie, I remember Bottle was like, I think he was trying to do something else. He was like, I need some. I said, I got it, Bottle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you remember he was trying to do something. I said, I got
birthday
it.
gift.
Into the retreat. He was like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. And so she came down. We were there just the weekend, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
My flight was delayed. I was panicking.
I know. She got there. She was tired, but we had a wonderful time. It was, I think, 9 of us, 9 females, and just had a great time. We ate a lot of food. We cooked. It was all wholesome, though. But we made bread and cinnamon rolls.
We went to the grocery store. Me and Jenny went to the grocery store.
Yeah.
We made some of Rose's favorites out of them cookbooks. Made some homemade bread. Oh my God, it was dope.
Look at that jump. Look at that. Now I was using somebody else's cookbook then. Come on. Look at the progress. Come on, progression.
Come on.
You using now, Ro?
If you didn't know, Rochelle T. Parks now has an official cookbook.
Whoa!
Yes. Next retreat is solely out of Coach Rowe's cookbook.
Listen, and it's so appropriately named Thrive. That's the name of the cookbook, right? Because like I said, when you give your body what it needs to thrive, okay? It just makes sense. Thrive. Matter of fact, I got 2 testimonies
Coach Rowe,
today.
what is something that my body needs to thrive? Right in the cookbook.
Right in the cookbook, okay? Listen, I got 2 testimonies today. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. So do that again, Pops. Do that again.
I was just reaching for something. Oh, you're reaching for something right over there. You know what I'm saying? I was just reaching for something. Oh, did you see that?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Let the people know where they can find that gear at. And that
Come on, you can go to RochelleTParks.com. Okay, RochelleTParks.com. You can go there to go to the Health Motivator store. The link is right there. Guys,
love it.
I'm just talking about progression. Like God has been doing some amazing things. And so, you know, what happened with Pops, it was a lifesaver for us, okay? Because truth be told, y'all know I could be a widow right now. It's only by God's grace that we're here today. And Bottle knows because Pops April 5th of 2020, and the very next day on Monday, I was hosting the call on the accountability call, and they were none the wiser. They were none the wiser, and my husband was fighting for his life. That very night, April 5th, the last thing the doctor told me before I left the hospital was he must make it through the night. He must make it through the night, and here we are. Come on, Jesus. Here we are.
Many nights later.
Many nights later. And
Many
praise
nights.
God because of all the people whose lives have been saved. I'm going to say saved
Right.
Because of
as a result of,
Because of Coach Rose's obedience in doing what she was purposed to do, saved not only his life, but all the lives afterwards.
Yep.
So many people.
Nothing but God.
Freedom,
nothing
and blessings attached to our obedience. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So guys, we love you all. We thank you all for trusting us. You know, we pray that this program is like no other, and that you have the tools, right? I tell people when you graduate from the Sugar Ain't Sweet program, you should be educated, you should be empowered, right? Enlightened, right? You know, like to go on and do this for the rest of your life, because it's nothing difficult about what you have to do. The difficulty is in here, right? But it's nothing difficult. You have everything you need to thrive, really. You have all the information. Not to mention you can follow my YouTube channel. You got videos out there. You got workouts. You have everything. Like, what else do you need? Tell me what else you need, Bottle, and we give it to you. What else you need to thrive?
Nothing else. We got the cheat sheet. We got the answers to the test.
Hello.
You got
Hello.
the
Hey.
You got them all. I'm giving you the best I got, Bottle. Come on. You know, because he's been hearing them for years.
Yeah.
He's been hearing me say these things for years, though. That's like, this ain't no, yeah. Like for years. I appreciate you, man. I do. I can recall getting on doing my Facebook lives I used to do every morning, whatever. I could always come. Bottle would always pop on, and talk to me, when I'm doing my Facebook lives. And
I know the people in the comments was like, who is she? Because my name show Arsenio on Facebook.
Yeah.
Who is she talking to? Bottle.
Yeah, that's right, Bottle.
That's right. I know you would hear me, right? Ronnie in the background.
Yeah, but Coach Rose, you know why I follow you, why I'm such a super fan of yours, and I think I do have that next to my name on your lives. It say super fan with a little diamond or something.
It's a badge.
It's a badge. I got a badge.
Yeah.
Why I'm such a super fan? Because you've been consistently the same since I've known you, and I didn't grow up with you. Like the relationship and the bond that we have, people would think, oh, he knew her before. Like, no, a couple years ago. But since I've known you, you've been consistently the same, and it's true. Like a lot of people are consistently the same, and it ain't somebody you want to follow, right? It's not somebody that you would memorize the things that they say. But you've been consistently the same, and it's true, and is backed by God.
That's a mic drop moment right there.
That's a mic drop right there. That gave me chills. And it's backed by God. That's signed, sealed, delivered. Okay. Yeah. What can I say after that?
I'm yours.
We're gonna have to plan us a retreat with the guys.
Boy, that was good. That was good, Pops.
You like that?
Oh,
you like
man, that was good. That was good. That was right on time because it was the pregnant pause. He talking about I'm yours? Oh man.
I'm just glad y'all got it.
Yeah, no, that was good. I wasn't expecting that. But no, that's it, guys. We just appreciate you all. Can't wait to see you again. I don't know when we're gonna be in your neck of the woods again, but I'm sure soon. I don't know. Bottle try to, but Bottle, you gonna?
Oh, December the 28th.
You gonna make that?
I don't know. Am I gonna make that, baby?
He just got to drop in. Ronnie. Come on, we having a little meet up.
Yeah.
He's trying to encourage you when we go see AD.
Yeah, in Texas. What she's referring to is Texas on the 28th, and she's just looking to get a confirmation that but I don't need, there's no emergency, there's no blood, there's no fire. I don't absolutely have to be present here in Chicago. It'll be okay.
You can't go to Texas without me.
Oh, here we go.
We were trying to say that.
I want to see Ronnie too. Hey, but you
see, I'm trying to put me out.
Pops, whose side you on? We was right here, bro.
Look, I am on your side. That's why I'm trying to tell you right now. Even though she don't have foot pain, maybe if you rub those feet anyway.
Oh, that's already gonna happen. That's already gonna happen.
That's a done deal. That's a done deal. We're gonna work something out. If y'all could come, I'm telling you, that would be an amazing thing. We just have a little reunion, so we'll see. But that's it, guys. Listen, we appreciate y'all. We just had this was just hanging out with fam right here. That's all.
Right.
Hanging out with fam. Yeah, it was great. So glad you guys are feeling better. So glad you have the tools. Keep sharing it with my babies. Look, your key is my babies. Okay. Tell my babies, Trey. And yeah, that's right, Buddha. And so listen, just real quick, let me tell you how close we are. Right, like from the very beginning, like before they was talking, they knew Coach Rowe. They knew my voice. They'd be like, "That's Coach Rowe."
They still do it.
Once they was able to speak, they was able to identify Coach Rowe. Yep. Voice and face.
Still do it regardless of whoever. I can be listening to a YouTube. That's Coach Rowe.
They're not gonna believe none of this. They're not gonna believe none of this, Coach Rowe.
I promise you.
But this is crazy.
Coach Rowe. Who is that, Coach Rowe?
So people like, especially we're in the financial services industry, and people talk all day long about leaving a legacy and generational wealth. But this is a part of it. Like, to be able to teach your children about monitoring blood sugar before they have a bank account.
That's it.
That's the next level.
Wealth, generational health.
That's it.
This is a part of it. Yeah, well-rounded family. Coach Rowe, you are a part of changing the world. You know that? You too, Pops. Part of changing the world, right? Because it's not just us. We just the first generation of the blessing. We are teaching them, who will in turn, it will be common for them. Just going to the corner store and getting a bag of chips is common for a lot of generations. Eating proper food, God's food, is going to be common for the next generation.
It's going to be common for people to check their blood sugar and not get looked at like they got 3 eyes on their head.
Like they're crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, your blood sugar.
People say, you check your blood sugar and you ain't got diabetes. They look at you like this. But next generation, like say, you don't check your blood sugar.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you?
You got to normalize that.
That's it, right?
Y'all are the catalyst. I don't know nobody else. I don't know nobody else that's doing this.
Me either.
Coach Rowe, we gotta get your bukas.
Oh yeah, we gotta. We late.
But I wanted to tell y'all congratulations on being able to work it together now. Like, just to see y'all in the midst full time in this space together is amazing. Yeah,
it's an inspiration to us. That's our goal. We're already doing it, but to the degree that you guys are doing it is next level. Love y'all. Appreciate the inspiration. Another blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Bobby, you already know. I talk about you all the time. You know, we following each other. We go back and forth trying to encourage one another. So
speaking of the blueprint, how can anybody else get the blueprint, Ro?
Oh, glad you asked. You'll see that link that's scrolling down on the bottom. Okay. So listen, I have a masterclass every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just screenshot that, plug it in your browser, and go and register for the class. You attend the masterclass, which is complimentary. Okay, no cost to you. At the end, you'll have an opportunity to schedule a call with me, and then we can get you signed up for the program. And so you too can have these results that Bottle and Ronnie talked about. And so that is it, guys. We appreciate you all. We are out of here. I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, I don't really care, okay? I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside you and help you to achieve optimal health. And we are out.
Peace. Love y'all.
Hey, what's going on, good people? What is going on? I'm Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey, before you go, I just want to invite you to join me. Join us. Join us in my next fruit and vegetable challenge, guys. 7 days. 7 days to change your life. I do it every month, the first 7 days of every month, and I want to see you next month, okay? So click the link below and go ahead and join me, and I'll see you next month. Let's go. Peace.